1997 on an R TVR Chimaera 400. So that is the 4-litre V8 model variant, this one, with the 5-speed manual gearbox. In blue with the cream leather and that lovely blue roof that you sort of use as a Targa. This just lifts out and you can't drive them as a Targa, or this bit folds back. Very, very easy to do. Right, bodywork wise, we'll start off at the bonnet, work our way around this lovely TVR onto the interior, and then we'll hear that V8 fire into life. Up the bonnet, nice and straight up the bonnet. We've got a few stone chips down the lower half there. No crazing on the front of the bonnet anywhere. Slightly heavier scratch here. I think someone's tried to wipe something off at some point that sort of scratched the paintwork. No paint flake around the vents on the bonnet. All nice and tidy up the back lid. Like I say, no crazing on the bonnet anywhere, with it being fiberglass. Lovely and tidy. So come down to the headlights on the left-hand side in the bumper corner. A few stone chips there, but no big scuffs or scrapes on the corner itself. Across the front edge again, a few little stone chips. No heavy crazing anywhere. And again, lights nice and clear and tidy on the right-hand side. No crazing on the nose cone anywhere. A few little marks and a few little stone chips that I mentioned, but very presentable. As we come round the right-hand side wing, a few more stone chips towards the front edge there. No crazing that I can see on the wing itself, all nice and tidy. Around the arch, obviously you're not going to get any rust. A few stone chips and the odd little mark in the paint on that right-hand side wing. So the correct TVR alloys all the way around. Got a little bit of a mark here at the back of the wing. I think it's just a little bit of paint on top of the actual bodywork itself, but all okay. Across the sill section, nice and tidy. A few stone chips towards the back edge where it meets the quarter. Driver's door itself, nice and straight. Again, no heavy crazing on the driver's door. No cracks to the wing mirror cap at all, or the glass. A few little stone chips underneath. A little bit of delamination on the window there. Back edge of the door has got some chips out of the paint, not out of the fiberglass, just a few chips out of the paint where they've been opened up. And this one's obviously on the poppers underneath here to open the door itself. Back quarter, again, a few more stone chips towards the back. I think that might be off the seat belt. Obviously not the ones further back, but those ones there. And a few little marks in the paint itself at the top of the rear quarter. Around the arch again, nice and tidy. So a few heavier scratches at the back of this quarter here that I'm pointing out, and a few more stone chips. With the choice of fiberglass, you get no rust. Up the top of the rear quarter again, a few heavier scratches towards the back edge. This is the right-hand side rear quarter, so you've got some stone chips in. As you come back, a few heavier scratches and a little bit of a crack in the paint on the corner there. Rear lights are nice and clear, bumper corner is good. A little bit of a mark on the right-hand side. As we come across the back there, we've got another mark on the bumper and a few little stone chips as well across the back edge there. Left-hand side bumper corner is nice and tidy with a few little stone chips on the corner itself and on the lower half. And again, rear light nice and clean and tidy on the rear there. As we come up the boot lid itself, no heavy scratching, but a few more stone chips across that back sort of built-in spoiler where the boot gets closed. And a few light stone chips and the odd surface scratch on the paintwork itself on the rear boot lid, but overall nice and tidy with no heavy crazing. As I come down the left-hand side rear quarter, again nice and tidy in the paintwork, wants to polish in places, but it's all presentable. Around the arch, nice and tidy. A little bit of crazing, very, very few lines there in the paintwork. As you work your way up, we've got some crazing to the rear quarter here, if you can see that on the camera. And again, on the passenger door, the crazing on the door there, which you can't see there. The camera's picking that up there on the passenger front door. A few more stone chips on the door there. As we come along, there's a few stone chips, and again on the lower half. But there's the only two bits of crazing that I can see so far. The rear, the wing mirror, God, I couldn't get my words out there. I forgot what it was called. The wing mirror isn't cracked anywhere, but it's got a few stone chips, a little bit of lacquer peel on the top edge. As we come forward onto the front wing, a few little marks lower down. The wing itself, no crazing once again. Lovely and straight up the wing top. A really nice colour, this one. Nice and usable. A few stone chips here and there, a little bit of crazing on that left-hand side. Onto the interior now, the cream leather, the door card itself. Nice and tidy. Once that clipping back in, the little ashtray needs to be clipped back in a little bit better. Carpet's got a little bit of fade in the middle, which is pretty standard. It is missing the speaker cover. The seat itself showing a bit of wear. It's got a bit of grubbiness in it, but no rips or tears. There's a little bit of cracking on the bolsters there, which you can see, but it's nice and firm. It's not going to split when you sit on it. Nice dark blue carpet set with the cream piping. Dashboard's all good. Across the top of the dashboard, lovely and straight. No problems at all with there. No delamination to the wood, which is nice to see. All the dials are lovely and clear. Down the centre console, all nice and tidy. Not too much wear there at all. The lift out section of the roof is carbon underneath as well, which is also very nice. And again, we have parcel shelf there, a little bit of fade to the carpet. Onto the boot now, nice and tidy in the boot. Warrants a bit of a clean, but no heavy staining at all there. Got a Kenwood 6-stack CD. The roof itself, no splits at all in the rear window anywhere. Nice and tidy across the whole roof, no splits at all on that roof. No rips or tears, nice and taut all the way around. And again, open the door, push the button, open the door. Door card again, nice and tidy on the left-hand side. A little bit of fade to the carpet once again. And the seat showing no rips or tears. A little bit of wear on the lower half bolster and some very, very light cracking to the leather on the side bolster. But like I say, nice and soft as well, not going to rip. Dashboard's nice and clean and tidy from the left-hand side. Onto the engine bay now. That 4-litre V8 engine. Nice and tidy in there. I'm going to get James to fire it into life. Firing straight up without hesitation. You hit the fuel pump prime, you turn the key and away it goes. Ticking over nice and happy there. No problems with that. And there you have it, the 1997 on the R TVR Chimaera 400. That's the 4-litre V8, that one.